Get a little recap going today. Today is January 31st. We're going to be talking about the games of January 30th. I want to talk about the Lakers and the Hawks, the Pacers and the Celtics, the 76ers and the Warriors. I don't have too much to say today, so I think it's going to be more of a shorter episode, but we're going to get in and get out, talk about things we need to talk about. First, I want to start with the Lakers and the Hawks game. The main thing that you need to know about this game is Anthony Davis did not play. And when AD doesn't play for the Lakers, the defense is the biggest problem. Yeah, the Lakers are going to be able to score this way and that way. Every NBA team can score. But, boy, oh boy, that defense was bad. Rui couldn't stay in front of nobody. Rui got cooked by DeJounte like 2 or 3 times. Rui was getting cooked. D'Lo was getting cooked. AR-15 was getting cooked. Max Christie got cooked a couple times when he was in the game. And when your guards don't play a whole lot of defense, what do you rely on? You rely on your big man down in the paint. Big man was not there today. AD was not playing today. They had Jackson Hayes, I think, starting at the 5. Yeah, he did start at the 5. Shout out to Austin Reeves. Even though he couldn't stay in front of nobody, he still dropped 28. LeBron, quieter night. He tried to get his teammates involved. He didn't take. It was 7 for 17, 29 and 8. It was a good performance, but it wasn't what you needed out of him tonight. Also, Rui Hachimura had a good game today. And then we get to the Hawks side, where it was just all around. Sadiq Bey, 18. Jalen Johnson, 19. Clint, 13 and 12. DeJounte, 24. Trey, 26. Bogdanovich. Yeah. 18. They just, as a team, they did it tonight. And they moved the ball around very well. Atlanta's transition was incredible. They played good transition offense and defense. I think that's good there. Trey was getting easy and hard buckets throughout the night. There were some that he got that I was just like, damn, the Lakers couldn't try any more there. And then there were other times where I was like, damn, they couldn't try any less there. So, yeah, that's straight. That's good for that game. Now, I just want to touch on the Bulls and the Toronto game. Shout out to Andre Drummond. I didn't watch this game in entirety, but I have been tuning in to see Andre Drummond just being Andre Drummond recently, so that's cool. Prayers for Dalen Terry, prayers for Joel Embiid. Who else got hurt recently? Patrick Williams isn't playing right now, so prayers for all those guys, and then we'll move to the Pacers and the Celtics game. If you don't watch basketball and you were to come to me and ask what one game in the next, 2 weeks, a week ago, would I want you to watch to get you into the sport of basketball, I would have told you to watch this game right here. The Pacers and the Celtics, 2 incredible fast-paced offenses going back and forth all night. The Celtics had a 20-point lead at some point, but Indiana fought back as they do. When you have an offense that's built like Indiana and moves the ball like Indiana, you're never out of a game. Tyrese Halliburton was on a minutes restriction, but they still made it close and made it fun. Tyrese didn't have a great first half. He looked a little shaky. He didn't look completely comfortable, but he came out in the second half and he looked a lot more comfortable. I think he played around 20 minutes, had a double-double. Yep, 13, 10, 22 minutes, solid. Aaron Nesmith was huge all night. Their best offensive player tonight was Aaron Nesmith. 11 for 17, 4 for 7 from 3, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. He was everywhere. He was all over the rebounds. He was moving the ball. He was getting buckets at all 3 levels. At all 3, I'm talking mid-range, 3, and the paint. He was in all them hoes. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Andrew Nembhard also has been playing really great recently, so shout out to him. Obi Toppin gave in some good minutes, but the Boston Celtics could not miss, it felt like, in the first half. And they put up 81 points in the first half. The final score was 124 to 129. Celtics win. Jason Tatum was extremely consistent throughout the whole game, just popped up when you needed him. He ended up with 37 and 7. Jaylen Brown wanted to dunk on somebody so bad. And he did catch somebody at some point, but he tried twice before he did. He was being super aggressive, and we love seeing an aggressive Jaylen Brown because that is one of the most fun players to watch in the league. Derek White, 15 points in the first quarter. He just did that the other night. He ended with 24 tonight. 24 and 5. All-Star case, we can chat about it, but we're not going to chat too seriously about it because if he doesn't make the All-Star game, I mean, if he makes the All-Star game, you have to realize that Trae Young's not going to make it, or Scotty Barnes isn't going to make it, or I don't even know. But there's so much talent. Drew Holiday won't even make it. Jaylen Brown won't even make it. Kristaps won't make it. So you want to tell me that your top two is Derek White and Jason Tatum? Y'all would rather give it to Tatum and Derek White instead of Jaylen Brown? I don't know. Shout out to all the analysts and the reporters, but they've kind of been like meat ride Derek White for the All-Star case thing. Like, everybody understands that Derek White is an incredible player and he's the type of player you want and need on your team. But there are a lot of talented players in the East right now. So him getting that All-Star nod is something that he could get because the coaches obviously have something to do with the voting. The coaches are going to pick him, but if he doesn't make it, I sure won't be upset about it. That sounds like I'm hating, but I'm not hating. Boston shot 15 for 17 from the field in the second quarter. The starters did, that was. Like I said a couple minutes ago, they just couldn't miss in the first half, and they started missing a little more in the second half. What helped for the Pacers was the offensive rebounds. They were all over the offensive rebounds. The second chance points. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I don't know. It doesn't matter. They were all over it. At some point, I feel like it was nope, that's the other game. Still, they were all over the offensive rebounds. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place right now because I'm ready to talk about this next game. Halliburton, minutes restriction. Pacers better second half. We got down to the stretch. Jaylen Brown hit some big shots. Derek White got a big block. And then there was like 3 seconds left. And then Jason Tatum got a big block. And then the Pacers go down. They take a shot. I don't remember if they made it or not. It doesn't matter. Because they decided to foul. Like 28 seconds left. 24 on the shot clock, as you know. And the Pacers decide, hey, let's foul. What did that do for them? It lost them the game. Didn't even give them a chance. If they didn't foul, you play for a stop and you play for a 3 to go to overtime, which is the smart thing to do. Instead of foul Drew Holiday and hope that he's going to miss 2 free throws, which he didn't. He made both of them because he's Drew Holiday. If it was somebody else, if it was Andre Drummond, maybe it'd be a little different. But Drummond don't play for the Celtics. Shout out to the Celtics bench. I know, the bench names are terrible, but Sam Hauser been stroking that thing. So, shout out to Sam Hauser. Yeah, let's get on to the last game, the 76ers and the Golden State Warriors game. At the top of this game, Draymond Green immediately had 2 fouls. The first one was after the first 2 seconds. I didn't even see what happened. I was looking at my phone because what's going to happen in the first 3 seconds of the game except Draymond Green fouling somebody? So that happened, and then he got another one within the first, but before it was even 2 minutes into the game. So 2 minutes in, Draymond's already out. Draymond actually played a really good game today. I don't know how many points he had, but it felt like he scored solidly throughout the game. Yeah, 9 points. He had 2 threes. He got an and one at some point, if I remember correctly. 6 assists, 5 rebounds. About a Draymond Green stat line, about what you expect. Probably got a blocker steal in there somewhere. Yep, damn right he did. Shout out to Jonathan Kuminga, dude. Jonathan Kuminga has been playing so incredibly well recently. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Steve Kerr is... he's playing the minutes. I think that's really just it. Steve Kerr is playing him 40 minutes a game in close games, and he's giving you straight buckets. 26 points, 11 for 19. That is a confident young man right there. That is a confident young man right there. Andrew Wiggins also brought it together tonight. Just talked about Andrew Wiggins the other day. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's both. Today was all good. 3 steals, a block, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 23 points, 8 for 10. I could go on about Wiggins today. But who I'm going to go on about for Golden State is Curry. Curry had a third quarter takeover. He ended with 37 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Curry is actually, if you don't know or haven't realized, Curry is actually a really solid rebounder for his size. So shout out to Curry's rebounding. He also hit 8 threes today. And you know the shots that he takes. I mean, they're all ridiculous threes. Like, there's not many open shots he's getting. These are pull-up in transition. These are catch and shoot from 30 feet, off a screen, moving, like, you know, just Curry shots. It was crazy. But that's just what he does. Joel Embiid started the game out 1 for 7, and then he got hurt after the first 10 minutes and went to the locker room because of his knee. And then he came back. And while he was gone, the 76ers offense looked disgusting. It was disgusting. There was barely anybody moving at all. Tobias was just cooking for a minute, and they kind of were just like, you have it, and then they'd do something, and then you have it. It's like the Celtics offense. That's what the 76ers were trying to do with their bench. Also, no Tyrese Maxey today. So, a lot of this game, the 76ers were without their 2 best players, and they still found a way to stay in it. Joel played almost 30 minutes. Tobias played 38. I don't know why that really matters, but I'm just saying that, like, the 76ers had their chances. Their boys were in the game. They had their chances. It got down to the stretch. Joel got hurt again. It looked like someone hyperextended his knee. Kuminga fell on him, and Embiid was already limping around all night. So I hope he's all right because I don't want to see his incredible season stop anytime soon. But if he needs to sit out a couple games, we'll understand. He was just limping around all over the place. If you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. Patrick Beverley, kind of struggling to get the shot to fall sometimes, but, you know, he's Pat Bev. He's going to be around. He's going to dish it out a little bit. He's going to get you some rebounds, play some good defense. The offensive rebounds. In the first quarter, Philadelphia had 8 offensive rebounds. They ended with like 11. So Golden State pulled that together. Golden State also 7 turnovers in the first quarter. For Golden State, the first quarter was disgusting. The second quarter was solid to bring it back. The third quarter was flawless, beautiful, magnificent. And the fourth quarter was, again, magnificent. The Warriors, if I had to pick one team just off the top of my head, I know I could probably think of a much better team if I sat here and really thought about it. But I don't want to see the Golden State Warriors in the fourth quarter. They are one of the teams that if I'm an NBA coach, I don't want to make it to the fourth quarter with the Warriors. We need to get ahead by then, or we need to just be down by then. Because we get to the fourth quarter with the Warriors, and it's going to be a dogfight. The Warriors bring it in the fourth quarter. Everybody on the court for Golden State brings it in the fourth quarter. Kuminga in the fourth quarters recently has been incredible. He's been amazing. And Curry's always great. Wiggins started the fourth off good also. And I think that's about everything I have tonight. I thought that Joel Embiid passed the ball incredibly well today, but he only ended with 2 assists. He could have easily had 8 or 9, but the players around him were not knocking down shots. And that's kind of what ultimately led to them losing this game. Shout out to Korkmaz. He came in the last couple minutes and went 5 for 6 from 3. Like, he was just stroking that thing in the last couple minutes. He just put up some wild shots, and they went in. Anything else? Also, Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre had a solid night tonight. 7 for 14. Just couldn't make a fucking 3. No, I didn't bet on him. It sounded like I did, but I sure didn't. That's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. You can chill for a second. See if I have anything else I want to talk about. I don't think so. Shout out to Doc Rivers. Our defense looked muy bien the other night for the Bucks. Shout out to KJ Martin because I want him traded so he can go flourish somewhere else. I don't really care. appreciate y'all for making it to the end. But hit the like if you enjoyed the video. It helps. Comment if you have something to say. Sub if you haven't been here before and you appreciate the content. I spend a lot of time on these videos. And see you on the next one. Peace.